I am Marina, the Trader Chick, and I want to talk about how to simplify your day trading and to dominate the market. This is me. I am Marina, the Trader Chick. And as I mentioned earlier, I live in Barcelona, Spain. I'm actually an expat. I have now been an expat for over 22, 23 years. My goodness, it's been a long time. Yeah, we first lived in Central America for 20 years, and now we just recently moved to Barcelona. Absolutely love living on this side of the pond, as they call it. And I speak 3 languages. And the main reason I am talking about and bringing this up is because I was born in the Soviet Union. I learned Russian as my very first language, but English came to me when I was 6 years old when we moved to the United States or migrated to the United States. So I didn't actually learn how to speak English as much as I just continued to learn how to speak. However, Spanish I learned in my late 20s. And the reason why I bring this up is because one thing that I recognized after struggling for quite a long time with my trading is that even though you're sitting in all these different chat rooms and there's all these alerts and there's all these people talking about, here's a great entry point, oh, look at how it's going here, how it's doing that. But if you're just listening to what other people are saying, you are never actually learning the language, right? It's kind of like you always have a translator who is not translating correctly the majority of the time, right? Because you're still trying to truly understand what's happening. And one thing that I realized when I stopped everything, like stopped the chat rooms, the alerts, and decided to really own the understanding of what is happening in front of me versus them telling me what is happening in front of me, basically I started to learn the new language of how to read charts and the markets. And that changed everything for me, absolutely everything. So why I bring that up is because when you could start to look at the market as if though it's another language, that you're learning a new language, you'll start to be able to truly understand what is happening. And once you do, it's actually not as hard as people think it is. And that's the beauty of it. Also, I really want to bring this up is that before I became a day trader, I was actually a fitness instructor and I still am a travel writer. Why is this even important? The thing is that a lot of people have this misconception that you need to be a math whiz, economics, for engineering, like all these, or even finance before you go into day trading. It's totally untrue. I was a fitness instructor. That's the beauty of trading. Anybody can do it and have fun doing it. So before I hop into the actual presentation, because we only have a little bit more than 30 minutes, I have the entire presentation for you right here. You could get it for free. And this way you could go along and follow along. And also you could go through the replay. So please go here right now, makingofadaytrader.com. Like I said, interactive, get in there, guys. Really be alert so that you could pick up and really learn, because I really want to show you some important things. And I know what I'm going to teach you today will completely change what you do, but you have to be proactive, okay? So go in, makingofadaytrader.com. You'll get it right away. You'll get the free presentation and you can follow along. So first and foremost, I say this quite often, you cannot be putting in windows if you do not have a wall to hold them up, right? So that's what happens quite often, is that we're putting in these windows and they just keep on dropping because we don't have any walls. We don't have the foundation ready. And what is that foundation in trading? It's the basics. A lot of times, and I would say probably 95% of the time, that the basics are overlooked and not taught. And when we get back to the basics, everything changes and it completely revolutionizes everything. First and foremost, you need to have a charting platform, guys. You cannot be day trading from apps like Robinhood and Webbull and those, rinky-dink apps that aren't working. They're not even sometimes real data time. They're a little bit delayed. You need the charting software. And usually the charting software, charting platforms, they have universal indicators. You do not need to buy indicators. So many people are just selling indicators to people that are constantly losing, and the people think, well, if I bought a new indicator, it's going to be the right one. No, but because you just need to understand what the market is telling you. And once you do, I can guarantee you that you will not need to be spending extras on all these little, I call it flashy objects, like the new flashy object of the day. You won't need any of that. All right, so let's just talk about the market and understanding the market breakdown. All right, we all understand and we all know that there are three specific trends, right? There are three trends. There's the upward trend, there's the downward trend. We know this, we understand it. However, the most important trend of all, the sideways trend. Why is that? Because the sideways trend is where all the money gets lost. I actually call it the trader's worst enemy. And when you understand that this is a real important trend and learn to stay out of it, you're going to be able to not only avoid losing money, but you're going to start to make real money, understanding when it breaks out. So just a real quickie of understanding. Upward trend. Each pivot is higher than the other, right? It's the bull market. This is where you are entering a buy or you're going long and you're exiting out on a higher pivot. What does this mean when you're buying or going long? Super simple. Enter low, exit high, take the profit in between. You are going long, you are buying. Same thing for downward trend. Each pivot is lower than the other. What are we doing here? We are entering at a higher price point, exiting at a lower price point, and we're taking the profit in between. We are shorting the market. We are selling. So whenever you hear shorting the market or selling, basically it's entering at a downward trend. Super important because I have so many people, they're like, why am I losing money? Because I'm going long. Basically what they're doing is they're going short and they're not even realizing it and they don't even know what that means. So when you understand the basics of what you're doing, that alone can help you in so many ways. All right, let's talk about consolidations, sideways market, transition areas, the chop, the channel. I don't care what you call it. I call it the trader's worst enemy. And once you learn how to spot them and how to avoid them, guess what? You guys are going to be, first of all, making a lot more money. And secondly, you're going to be staying out of a lot of bad trades. Because why? Look at this market, guys. It's bouncing back and forth. There's absolutely no momentum here. Do you really want to be putting your money into a market that has absolutely no momentum? It doesn't know where it's going, right? This is a consolidation area. This is the sideways market. This is when it's just going flat. It's literally a flat zone. So why is this such a dangerous zone? Mainly because when people, so there's only two kinds of traders out there. There's the trend is your friend kind of a trader. Basically, they're saying, you know what, the market's been going up all day. When they see this consolidation area, they're like, the market is just going to continue going up. I'm going to keep on buying. I'm going to keep on going long. Then we have the second type of trader, which is the contrarian trader. And what they're saying is, you know what, the market's been going up all day. It's got to correct. I'm going to short the market. Here's the real trader, the ones that are making the money, the pro traders. This is what they're saying. You know what? It's a consolidation. It's a flat area. There is no real market. There is nowhere to go. I'm sitting out until that market is going to tell me what to do. And those are the ones that are making the money. Because sitting on your hands, waiting for the market to actually take a real direction is the power. And once you recognize that, boom, I can guarantee that you're going to be keeping so much more of your profit and earning on top of that. All right, because consolidation areas, slowdowns, these chops, they happen. And once you stay out of them, you are golden. All right, once you understand what is happening, everything will change. And then you'll also be able to start to spot the breakout trades. We all know that the breakout trades are some of the most powerful and consistent trades out there. But if you're missing out, or if you're ending up losing all your money before the breakout, you're going to miss it all, right? So we need to stay away from all of those areas. Now, how do we do that? That's the real question. So areas, the market respects areas. And we, as the individual retail trader, we need to respect the areas just the same. What are those areas? They're the support and resistance, and they are so important. I actually call the support and resistance area the seatbelts of trading. They are the ones that protect you from trading. They from these areas. They are the ones that protect you from the bad trades. All right, so what are support and resistance areas? So first of all, what's a resistance area? Resistance area is the ceiling of the market. It is the ceiling of the market. That means when the market is going up and all of a sudden starts to hit an area 3 or 4 more times, guess what? That's the resistance area. That is an area that the market is respecting, and you do not want to go in there. Why? Because think of, those crash test dummy cars. They're going at full speed and they hit these brick walls. That's where resistance and support areas are. You have to let them either break through or fully hit against it and change direction entirely. Because some of these areas, they could last for a long time. And once you draw them in and spot them, you are golden. You will not have an issue with this area because you understand that the market is stuck there. Okay, now support area, it's literally the opposite. It is the floor of the market. It is the market that is hitting over and over and over and over again. You need to draw that in, guys. Draw it in. You cannot have a mental drawing or a mental idea of these areas. Why? Because when you are in the live market with real live money, your adrenaline is pumping probably as much as a Formula One racer. Okay? And what are you going to do when your money, your hard-earned money, is in the live market? You're going to look to the left of your chart and you're going to want to know, why did I get in here? But you've drawn in the areas. You understand what's happening. You are going to be understanding, and you're going to know, all right, I made the right decision. This is the reason why I entered here, because it's all about making valid decisions. And if you are hedging properly, you're going to avoid being stopped out. The support area, this is the floor of the market. Okay, now when you're in a channel, you have a top and a bottom, right? You have the floor and the ceiling. Again, do you want to put your money into something this ugly, this choppy, this grindy? No, look at this. Look at these areas. Please draw these guys in. I cannot even tell you the amount. I can guarantee you right now, if you all go into your trading journals, into your back testing, or however you keep up to see what you're doing, I can guarantee you that 90% of the money gets lost in these areas. It is a known fact. So when you know and understand and stay out, you will be that 5% that is actually the pro traders. Okay, even a wide channel. Look at this. It is so grindy, choppy. There is no direction. You don't want to be in these types of markets. All right, now it's okay to understand, all right, well, the support and resistance area happens by then maybe you've lost 1 or 2, which is understandable because in the beginning you don't fully understand when it's happening. So how can you go even above and beyond the support and resistance area and spot when the market is slowing down, transitioning, or about to fully change trends altogether? And that is with reversal areas and divergences. I call these the trader's map to shift in direction and trend. And to me, they are literally the holy grail. And the best part about it, you don't need any fancy schmancy stuff. All you need is your price action and maybe 1 or 2 indicators, and that's all. So let's work on figuring out how to spot the double tops, the triple tops, those double bottoms, triple bottoms, and the head and shoulders. Reversal patterns, guys. These are so incredible. They're so simple to spot once you understand what you need to spot. Okay, because a lot of times people don't even know what to look for. So here is now you're going to be able to focus, and I guarantee you, once you start to recognize them, you're going to have so many aha moments. I get that all the time. Oh my goodness, I've never paid attention to reversal patterns. Now I watch for them all the time. This is what my students say. And I stay out of so many bad trades, and I recognize when the market has shifted in direction. So this is a double top that turned into a triple top. double bottom. Now, I mentioned earlier divergences. To me, divergences is my absolute favorite. Why? Because they're so simple to spot. Look at the bottom. I use only two indicators. I use the MACDs. They're my favorite. I find them to be the least lagging indicator of all, and EMA lines. So as you can notice here, my price action is flat, right? It's showing the double bottom totally flat, but my MACDs, the red dots, they're pointing upward. What does that mean? Does it mean that it's about to change direction? No. What it does mean is that the market is slowing down. I never want to put my money into a weak slowing down market, okay? I want to only put my money into when there is massive confirmation. And you could do that. Once you understand this, once you're able to spot these divergences, these reversal patterns, understand when it changes direction, you are going to be golden and being able to enter trades. And not only enter trades, you're not going to, like, when you're sitting and you're hearing somebody say, oh, this is the perfect place to enter, and you have no idea why are they saying that. Now you will, because you will own the understanding. And education is all that we all need, and it's so simple, and everybody could do it. Again, I have this entire presentation for you guys for free. Just please go here, makingofadaytrader.com, get your cheat sheet, get this presentation totally free, and then you'll be able to just follow along and understand. And it's literally the cheat sheet that I use when I trade to just remind me, because we are always reviewing for trading. That's the beauty of it, right? We're always reviewing, we're always learning something new. So, as I mentioned earlier, once you understand where these areas are, where these support resistance areas are, where the reversal patterns and divergences are happening, then you're going to be able to draw them in, right? Because we don't want to have mental drawings. And any platform today, it doesn't matter if it's free or paid, they all have drawing tools. And what is a breakout? What is a breakout? To me, the breakout is one of my absolute favorite trades. Why? Because the market is going in one direction, and all of a sudden it just goes flatline, right? Like we've seen that quite a lot. Flatline, it's indecision, nobody really knows what's going on, or maybe it's just an exhaustion pattern, you know, waiting to kind of like pick up momentum again, or maybe it's just lunch. A lot of times when people go to lunch, traders go to lunch, the market kind of dies down. So we sit and we wait to see what happens. And then everybody comes in, or the market starts to take on momentum, and it breaks out and continues in the same direction. That's the breakout trade. All right. And when you are able to spot it, that's when you are able to get in on a really, really highly profitable trade. So this is how I personally take these trades. All right. I look at the MACDs. As you can see here, you can see there's a black dashed line, and the MACDs area, that is the zero line. So when my dots hover around the zero line, I know that it's really weak, slow, probably choppy market. I don't even need to look at the price action. I just know right away. And then there is a boom, right? Massive breakout. That is when I put in my order waiting. You never go in market. Never. Why? Because the market understands when you're putting in market that you're an amateur. And it gives you a slippage fine. That's what I call it. Slippage is when you end up losing almost 20% of your trade before you even take the trade. All right. So you always have to put it in. And this is how I do the whole thing. And I want to show you guys another bonus trade that I personally use. I have 10 trade setups that I personally use, and they are 80% and more probability of winning, because I understand what the market is doing. I take those green lights and I focus on them. This is I call this one the initial reaction trade setup. What is it? So we understand the breakout trade. Now, here we have an area, and the area has been bouncing hard. You know, it's not breaking through, but all of a sudden it starts to shift, and it's a total change in direction. What happens here? That means, so I just want to give you a quick understanding of when there is a new trend in the market. Imagine you want to go jogging, right? You're sitting in the house, you are pumped to go jogging. You put on your jogging clothes, you put on your shoes, and you are out the door. This is when you are definitely going to have the most enthusiasm, the most energy, right? That is the same exact thing with the new trend. So the earlier you get in on the new trend, the better the chances are that you are going to end up getting more profit. So once you are able to recognize, okay, the market just bounced off this particular resistance area, now it's crossed the MACDs, it's a massive confirmation. I want to get in as quick as possible to this new trend. And this is what I show you as well. All right, like I said before, makingofadaytrader.com, get your thing here. All right, so look, guys, we have absolutely everything we need to take action, right? We have these incredible summits. We have amazing YouTubers that are showing us all these different techniques. And every time there's a new fad or a new, upward market, right now crypto's out of control. Before it was Tesla, there's all these things. They're showing us this, but a lot of times we miss it because we're not understanding what is really happening, right? Because at the end of the day, how do you truly know if you are doing it right? Just following somebody else as they're entering trades is one thing, but understanding if you are doing it right, that takes on an entire different level, right? Like all of a sudden you're truly understanding what is happening. So today I have a very special offer for you guys only. Like I mentioned earlier, please come back. I know that you might be listening to me and doing some other stuff. I want you to just take 3 more minutes out of your time because you did come here, you made it here. So please come. I want to really share this special offer with you guys right now. So I want you guys to come here right now and take a coffee, grab a sandwich, and come and listen to what I've got to say because I've got something super fun for you all to understand. I'm going to break it down for you. All right. So first and foremost, my special offer is, how do you know that you are doing it right? How do you know that you are doing it right? Have you asked yourself? Have you been talking with some people? How do you know? So what I am offering is unlimited one-on-one coaching and mentorship. So you are able to send me your charts. We could chat whatever market you are in. Plus, I teach you how to read the market, how to understand the trends, how to do the areas, okay? Because those are the most important things of all. Then we take all that information and we put it into the live market so that you are able to see how to apply it, how to implement it with the live trades. Because it's one thing just looking at charts, but it's a whole other thing understanding how to implement it and how to truly understand what is happening. And because of that, I have an unlimited access to the curriculum. So the curriculum is broken down into tiny bite-sized videos so that you don't go all at once, because I know it could be overwhelming. And you could do it on any apparatus. You could do it on computer, laptop, desktop, tablets, iPhones, Samsungs, whatever your kind of phones are, you could follow along on all of these, okay? And the beauty of trading is that you can do it from anywhere in the world. I have traders and students from all around the world that have been working with me. And here are some of their reviews. Marina, start today. Once I found it, I wish I knew about Marina earlier. Great support. It's that one-on-one mentorship. It is unlimited, guys. I am offering something really unique right now. Renee, this is a great course. I had 0 experience and I'm non-techie, and now I'm super catching on. I just wanted to let you know that I'm thoroughly enjoying the classes. And it's helping me with the trading journey, and this feedback is priceless. So everything that I am offering, unlimited one-on-one mentorship, coaching, live trade chat room, and unlimited curriculum access. And it's a good size curriculum, like where you learn everything one at a time, slowly understanding everything. So the coolest thing of all This is $24.99 to get started. $24.99, but what you get is 10 setups, 10 trade setups, and we go into depth into understanding them. You'll be able to understand and see those green lights, like really, really grasp what you are doing. $24.99 to get started. I want you guys to go here right now, daytradingoffer.com. Dave actually put the actual link into the chat box as well. All right, I want you to go here, daytradingoffer.com. A lot of times, because Google has just made some changes, if you have the HTTPS, it doesn't fully work. So just remove the S and go to daytradingoffer.com. And this is where you're going to be able to get in and see everything that it is offered. However, here's the thing, because of my one-on-one mentorship, I am only able to take on 25 students, okay? I really want to be able to be there for you. I want to answer all of your questions. I want to go into the live market with you. I really want to give you my time. So because of that, I only have 25 spots. And one thing I can tell you, for $24.99, this offer gets sold out really, really quickly. So I just really recommend, this is a no-brainer. $24.99, you could stop at any time. $24.99, daytradingoffer.com. I want you guys to go here right now. It's a trial membership, daytradingoffer.com. Here, I'm going to show you right now. Okay, we're going to go here. I'm going to put in daytradingoffer.com. So put that into your browser and it will take you here. Okay, so daytradingoffer.com. So I want to explain to you and really, really hone in on this. You guys get 10 trade setups that are customized, that I have been back testing for years, with green lights ready to go for you guys, okay? 10 trade setups that we work on together, plus you get to email me, we can do Zooms, all of that for the starting price of $24.99. All right, so this was the order form right here. You could go into this right here to the daytradingoffer.com. And again, like I mentioned earlier, because of that one-on-one feedback, one-on-one with you guys, I only have 25 spots that are available. Okay, so please go here to the trial membership, $24.99. And this is where you're going to get started. Hang on one second here. All right, so I'm going to go through this one more time. You guys will get a weekly live chat room with me where we will be applying all of the stuff that we have learned, the curriculum. Again, the curriculum is very intense in the fact that it covers absolutely everything. And if you have an issue of how to set up a charting software, I help you get past that, because a lot of times, a lot of people have issues with that as well. And I just want to let you know that we could get past that immediately and set you up and get ready to go. All right. Then we will have unlimited one-on-one. So this works with any market that you are interested in. I will be able to help you with any market. Yes. So I have a couple of questions here. So the pros, again, who are these pros? If you're not understanding what fundamentals are you going to be able to truly understand it? Are you able to read what the charts are telling you? Are you going to be able to understand where it's happening? Fundamentals is one thing, but really looking at the chart and reading what's in front of you, that is exactly it. Banks and hedge funds, if you actually go and really research, they barely have a 25% win rate. All right. What they do have is a very big marketing budget. And this is the truth. Okay. That's the reality. They have a very high marketing budget. They're able to take on millions. So you're seeing how much they're taking, but I have yet to see truly, truly magnificent ones. And the ones they do, they usually are 100% technical analysis. And that is what I teach you guys. We go through the technical analysis. It's basically what is happening with technical analysis is when you get into a car You are going to learn how to drive the car versus somebody telling you, oh, well, the oil is okay here and the gas is full. You want to know that I can figure out how to turn that car on, how to get the ignition going, how to put on the gear into first when the clutch is down. Those are the technical analysis, and that is literally what we cover. And then you guys get to ask me all of these questions. Okay, let me know if you guys have any other questions as well. So I just want to show you something here as well. Okay, so the breakout trade is literally one of the most important trades. Now, all you need is charts. Why? Because when you are able to recognize this technical analysis that is right here in front of you, when you are able to draw in this resistance area, and once the market breaks out, you're going to be able to understand that it is the time to enter. However, if you're not seeing what's going on, and if somebody is just telling you, okay, this is a good place, by the time you hear it, it's already usually too late. That's one thing that I've recognized with alerts, is that by the time somebody tells you, the alert has already passed a while ago. So here we have a massive area. Again, technical analysis. There's no divergence. There is a massive resistance that was broken through. Here you have an area that you want to put your order weighting into, that you have an idea where the market is going to continue on to. This is what I'm talking about. So I have a breakout trade, and like I showed you before, the initial reaction trade set up as well. That is when an understanding when the market shifts direction and to be able to get in as soon as possible. Because why? Here we had a massive resistance area. It was bouncing back and forth until finally it broke through, right? Once we understand when the breakthrough happens, when there's zero resistance, when there's zero divergence, this is when you want to enter, because that's when you could take the most amount of profit. So this is all that we go over. Again, for $24.99, you have unlimited with me one-on-one, which is way different than the group setting. You let me know, we could talk about it all. The reason why I'm doing this is because it actually pains me to see the amount of people that are constantly donating their money to the market. You don't need to donate your money to the market. You can be a professional trader. And that's exactly what I want to show you guys in this course. So go here to daytradingoffer.com, and this is where you guys will be able to understand what is going. Our risk and reward, yes. So I do everything one-to-one. Because I'm also personally a scalper, I like to go in to really quick trades because I do not have the anxiety levels to sit through long trades. But when it's quick, the scalping, to me, it has been the magic of it all for me. So that's what I personally love to do. My trades are usually between 30 seconds to 5 minutes tops. You're in and out. The risk and the reward are similar because we're hitting target profits, and you also have a very specific risk management. You want to be telling the market what your risk is. All right, guys, let me know if there's any other questions and any way that I can help you. And again, for $24.99, you get all of this plus 10 trade setups that you have access to automatically. All right, guys, let me know if you have any questions, and I'm looking forward to working with you.